while. It's been just over a week since I posted my last video. Today is the 17th of June. It's Friday. It's just been one of those weeks. I feel like I say that every time, but this week I've had quite a few meetings and phone calls regarding work and my health. And I've got a lot to think about at the moment. I won't talk much about it now. I might in another video. I'm hoping to do another one quite soon. Because this one is the big bunny video. You probably know we've been building this big bunny cage enclosure thing, or my dad has. And I promised you I'd make a video all about that when we brought it all out from the garage and the bunnies moved out from the stables. So I won't talk a lot now. I'll just show you some videos. I'll see if I can do a voiceover so I can tell you what's going on in the videos. I'm not sure how to do that yet, so I'll give it a try. If I can't manage it, I'll put some little texts in the videos so you can see what we're doing. It's just a lot of bunny videos, really, but they're happy bunnies. They're really enjoying it outside, so it's really nice to see, and it makes life a lot easier for us as well because they're closer by. So hope you enjoy these videos, and talk to you soon. Bye for now. Right, so here we are. You might have seen this video, this first little bit before. I posted it in episode 2, I think, before taking Dobby on a little walk. We went up to the stables to see the bunnies. So this is where they used to live. They used to live in a horse box in the stables, which is really good for them. They had plenty of space living in the house, but at the same time it got a bit boring for them, because the only thing they could see were 4 walls and each other. There's Dobby. He loves the bunnies. He doesn't want to chase them. He just herds them. He thinks they're sheep. But they don't mind him. They're not scared of him, and he's not aggressive at all. He just likes to play. And the little house you can see in the background there, which they had up in the stables, we've moved that down into the new cage. So they've got the same little house, and that's what I'm going to try to do something to, so they can have it in the winter as well. Okay, here we go. This is the cage coming out of the garage, and we're really lucky. We've got some heavy machinery on the farm to help us out. It's my brother driving that JCB, because the cage it's really heavy. It's probably about 200 kilos or something, so we wouldn't have wanted to carry it all the way from the garage down into the garden. And you can also see how big it is. And there it's got a little roof on the end. And the rest is just netting. Right, so here it's out of the garage and it's being lifted down to the garden. So we're in the garden, almost there. And there it is, all in place. And this is me. We've put on, because we've got like a sturdier netting on the inside, because the one that was delivered with the cage was not sturdy enough. The bunnies would have chewed right through it. So we put this other netting on the inside and also on the bottom of the cage, so they can't dig their way out, and no animals can dig their way in either. So here I'm kind of sewing it together, because we didn't want any gaps, because the rabbits might get caught in the gaps. Getting a lot of help from Dobby. And this took me about 4 hours, I think I was out there, trying to sew this together with metal wire. You can see our house in the background there, so you can see how close the rabbits are to us now. So we can see them from the window. When we take Dobby out, it's really easy to just go back and check on the bunnies. This is where I've sewed it all together, so we don't have any gaps anymore. It was so much work, but it's okay now. And here's Dobby on top of what I'm doing, always. And here it is, all done, and the bunting's up, and the fairy lights. And this is in the stables. We've caught the bunnies, trimmed their claws, and they're all ready for the big move. And here we go. Gimli's out. Gimli's the more sociable one. She's more careful, a bit more scared. But there she is. She's out as well. We're out exploring. They found my girls straight away. They're in the cage as well. Olivia's been loving playing bunny and jumping around the cage. And it's also a lot easier for the girls because the bunnies are their pets. And before, they haven't been able to go to the stables and open the box door and everything on their own. But with this cage, they can just run down to the bunnies and just play with them whenever they want, and give them their food and everything. So it's a lot easier. There's Daisy. They did a lot of exploring the first day, and then they spent a couple of days in their little house. And I think they were just so tired from all the sunlight and the wind and everything, all the new things. They just were really tired and needed a long rest. But now they're a lot more active again. And there's Dobby, keeping a close eye. And he does this every time we open the door. He runs down to the bunnies and he runs around and round and round the cage. He's not stressing them. If they didn't like it, I wouldn't let him. But they're fine. They're friends. The bunnies come up to the fencing and the net, and they don't mind him at all. You can see they're quite different, the bunnies. Gimli's got a lot more fur, he's a lot more fluffy, but they're actually brother and sister. And there'll be 3 this year in September. Yeah, and as you can see, Gimli is a lot more curious. He always comes up to you and says hello, and Daisy keeps her distance. And here it is at night, with all the fairy lights. I'm really pleased with the fairy lights. It looks really, really pretty in the evenings. Makes me really happy. I've still got a bit of bunting to do. It didn't reach all the way around the back.